And gentlemen, yes, without further ado, for those that are following the gentleman of the press on IG, they already know who my guest for today is. Yes, I have two fantastic people all the way from the United States of RSU, guys. You are laughing. Alright, I've got Buba Orizi, Favor Ala Butter, and Buba is a model, the current Miss RSU, and an aspiring actor. Yes, I cannot wait to see her on our screens, giving us those. Hi, Buba, nice to have you. See the way she's giving me bombastic side eye. Like, gentleman, I'll just I'll attack you after now. Hi, Buba. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm good.
It's nice to have you on the show. How does it feel being on the show?
Feels really nice. You guys are really welcoming, so I'm quite comfortable here.
Oh, I like the fact that she's comfortable. That's what I'm called the gentleman of the press for a reason, baby. So trust me, I gotcha. How's been the modeling thingy for you?
Well, I just started. Surprisingly, Miss RS was the first ever modeling thing I ever did.
Wow.
And it was surprising that I actually won. At first, I wasn't like planning. I wasn't thinking I was going to win, but after winning that night, I was really shocked. Even my family, like everybody was shocked that I could actually win such a thing. And I was really grateful because I wanted to use it like a stepping stone, like for my journey in modeling. Yeah, I wanted to use it like kickstart my journey in modeling.
Why didn't you think that you would win it? Why weren't you that optimistic? Yeah, you know, people go into things and they have no plans of failing. I either win or I win. Why were you skeptical about doing it at first?
I have this mindset when I want to do something. I don't, most times, I don't go like, I'm going to win, I'm going to win. Sometimes I have this, I may win, I may not win. So even if I don't make it, it doesn't hit me as much. Because if you're going head on, that doesn't mean that I'm going to reduce my determination, my force, my everything. But I just have this mindset, if I don't win this thing, I'm gonna be okay. It's gonna be good. But if I win this thing, it's gonna be great. So that's how I do it.
So what do you plan to change in RSU as the Miss RSU? What do you plan? What was that impact you want the people to feel? The people of the students of RSU. You're at what level now?
I'm in my final year currently.
Oh, that's so lovely. And what impact you want to make before you finally leave? This is like your final year, so.
Yeah. Currently now, I want to make an impact, like something really. I want to do something really big for people. Like when we leave, they're going to be like, this is what the royals of this set did for us. Like, it's not going to go off their mind quickly. They're not going to forget about it. So it's actually pretty huge. I don't know if I may be able to achieve it now, but I actually hope I'm able to get somewhere.
Any tidbit on that? You don't want to let the cat out of the bag yourself.
I don't.
All right, guys. Fingers crossed, baby. I'll be keeping my eyes on you to see what you do with that particular one, guys. Trust me, and I'm sure I'll have her come on the show to come and tell me what she has. That time, I would hold her. I probably will still be gentle, but I'll do my way though. So, all right, guys. Moving on from Favor to the incredible, the amazing, the handsome, the very funny Justice Gabriel. All right, guys. This guy's aura, I felt it the moment he walked into the building. Justice Gabriel is a model, also the current Mr. RSU, and a content creator. Hi, Justice. Justice has been laughing.
Hi, gentlemen of the press.
It's nice to have you.
Also nice to be here. I am very psyched. I'm ecstatic, honestly.
Oh, that's lovely. These guys are just making me blush up and down. So, this was her first time venturing into modeling. Is that your story also?
Runway, all these pageantry. Yes, this is my first time. It was my first time.
Oh, wow. Why did you guys wait till final year before trying it out?
She's in her finals, I'm not.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I mistook. I took that from her and I gave it to him. But you probably would be in your finals very soon, so we're still not out of place. But what level are you in now?
I'm just in my second year.
Wow, that's lovely. And what was the drive for you going into modeling?
Okay, let me center this on my current position as Mr. RSU.
Yeah.
You know, I got the position when I was in just my first year,
Okay.
and I made history in school. The first year one student to be Mr. RSU. So my drive and everything was, I wrote it down. I know it's crazy. I will keep saying it. I wrote it down. You know the Bible says we should write our vision,
Yeah,
make it plain, and run with it. So before I came to RSU, I wrote it down. I want to be Mr. RSU.
Wow.
I had seen it somewhere, and I was like, I must be Mr. RSU. There's nothing anybody will tell me, you know. But even along the line, I still got a lot of backlashes. I got a lot of discouragement rather.
Yeah.
Because they're telling me, you're just a year one student. You're not supposed to contest. I mean, I contested alongside year 4, year 5, year 3.
Wow.
I was the only year one, and I felt alone. You know, that kind of, I felt alone. I felt distant from the whole thing. I didn't have much connections in school. So what was I expecting? And then along the line, I was like, okay, probably if I don't win, I'll get the experience, go again next year.
Yeah.
But I went there with full force, and you know what's up now. I did well, to the glory of my maker. So it makes me
Is
feel
that
happy.
right? That's
No, it's not now. It's not. I'm really appreciative of the journey.
Okay.
Basically, people I met,
Yeah.
lessons I learned, everything.
What's
from
that for you in the experience, though?
the experience? Sir, the experience was everything. The experience was everything. Because we had lots of activities in camp. We had to stay in camp. And coming from a family of my family told me, don't do this. Don't do this. Do you know what is there? Do you know what is the entertainment industry? I say, hey, God, mommy, please let me do this. No. They will blend you. They will do this. They are bad people.
They will blend you. What does that mean? They will blend you. What does that mean?
Well, you know, there are some parents and they don't really understand, especially these millennial parents. They feel like when you're in school, keep a low profile. There's cultism everywhere, occultic cases and shit.
No,
you know?
please, you don't use such language. Probably occultic cases and all that. So,
Okay,
yeah.
occultic cases and all of that. So, I said I wasn't really going to let the perception of something I wasn't really fully aware of stop me from being who I want to be. Getting in there, telling me, we've told you before, who told you to get the form? Who told you to contest and all of those things? And I was like, why are you doing this thing to me now? Show me something I want to do. Just let me, you know, let me be who I want to be. I know right from wrong. You've taught me right from wrong. I know left from right. So why would you feel like if I'm just giving one chance to backslide, I would just enter and... So the experience was new, not just for me, but for my parents. I had to run away from the house to get to camp. It was like that bad. So, and I didn't talk to my father for like 4 days into camp, and everybody was pissed at me. And winning crowned everything for me. Like, I cannot even explain. Like,
wow.
So when I'm telling you that it's not pride, I know what I'm talking about. It was fulfilling.
Yeah, to go into it and come out.
Yeah.
Now, as a fresh student, how did you marry the camping thingy and your education? How did you marry that together? How did you navigate it? Did one suffer for the other? Definitely. I don't know for you, but then did one suffer for another? Though?
I wouldn't put it that way. None suffered. You know, it usually happens in SUG week.
Okay.
So there was no lectures going on. And one thing with me is I preempt people and I'm always proactive.
Okay.
Yeah, meaning, before this person comes, I already know the steps to take. You know, so even I was even doing a project as that camping week. And I was supposed to submit like the week after. I think on the Monday thereabout. So I was well prepared. I knew if I'm not mentally up there, if I'm not mentally tasked to make sure that I do what I'm meant to do, I don't just sign up for it in the first place. Yeah, but along the line, the discouragement, they had me settled in a shell.
Okay.
And then again, there was the fact that in camp, the people were a lot bigger. They were a lot more experienced.
Yeah.
So that alone also still contributed to the fact I felt like there was some sort of tip of the balance. Like, am I really sure I'm supposed to be here? That little doubt.
Yeah.
Just go back to school. Just focus on your project. Yeah, and then there were family issues around that time too. So let's not even start with how I was able to balance everything. It was just my maker.
Now, whilst you're talking, I felt inspired, and I know a whole lot of people would be actually inspired. Now, what would you say to parents? Now, they listen to us, yeah?
Okay.
Some of them listen to us nowadays, and they want to hear us talk.
Yeah.
Now, the fears of your parents, were they wrong?
So this is a tough question. I can't even fathom what to answer you or answer to that question, because their fears are valid. Their fears are from a place of love. Their fears are from a place of experience. But I would still beat my chest to say, I wouldn't say some of our parents' experience or what they learned should be suppressed on us as a people or as children, you know. But I will still beat my chest to tell you that most of whatever they will tell you has an element of truth in it. It has an element of truth in it. I mean, I'm old. I'm an adult, you know. Like, why limit me rather than just telling me this is where the problem is? This is what you might likely see, this is what likely, but stay away from it. I don't know if you're getting this. You know what I'm saying? You telling me don't go and making it some sort of bylaw or standard or something. And there's a difference, and then there's you telling me these are what you will encounter.
Yeah.
Be careful. You know, so parents out there, if there's anything I will tell you guys is don't ever stop your child from being who they want to be. Because there was a delay I had in school, and that was because I first of all took JAMB for medicine.
Okay.
And then my uncle is someone in the political field, so he got a recommendation letter for me. I was supposed to go. And then me, I'm studying engineering, by the way, electrical electronics engineering.
Wow.
I said no. I wasn't going to let this center. And one thing my father is a sweet talker. One thing with parents is I feel they may not force you, but when they sweet talk you in it, they are forcing you without your notice. They're telling you, made this cow, this hot cake, there's money inside. Gang. So that alone has pulled you away from what passion is meant to really, where my passion is meant to be. You know, and then has placed you on a point where you feel like it's all about the money, it's all about the position, it's all about the prestige that comes with it, and it's not really about those things. It's about what you want to do, who you want to be, the lives you want to change. So in all, their fears are valid, but it is not the defining factor for you as a person.
Now, let me come to you, Favor. Now, he said their fears are valid, yeah, but it's not a defining factor. And he said it's from a place of love. Quick question. If their fears are valid for you as a young person, what do you now do to prove them wrong that, okay, they've trained somebody and they've trained their child, like he rightly said, they've trained, let me use me now, they've trained you, and now they're letting you out.
Yeah.
Why is it that they don't trust that you would make the right decision, seeing that they know that they train you very well?
Now that's a bit tricky. For me, it's not like they don't trust you.
Okay.
They trust you fully, because my mom trusts me fully based on how like we've been together. But they don't trust what people are going to do to you. They feel like you may not even know that that's what you're doing, but you're already doing it. And when you find out, it's already too late. That, for me, that's what I feel. That's what I feel they fear about. That's why they keep telling, oh, don't do this, don't do that. I won't lie. When I wanted to do this stuff, so my mom told me not to do it. There were so many factors. Like, she said, don't do it, don't do it. But I was like, Mommy, let me just try. Like, I don't want to do it. Okay, let's say if I said so many things, so she would let me. Mommy, just for fun. Mommy, just, mommy. Like, before she could let me do it. Their fears are really valid, but I feel like they're scared of what may happen to you. Like, they trust you. Most of them trust you. They trust your decisions. They trust everything. But they are not sure of the people around you. Because when I understand, my mom was like, hey, give me this person's number. Give me that person's number. Let me call that person. How long I get to stay out? I want to call. I want to know. They don't trust people around you, but they trust you. That's what me, I feel.
Now, for justice, it was courtesan. For you, what were their valid, quote and unquote, reasons now?
A lot of things.
Please, divulge.
A lot of things, but I'll just say a little bit. I think the first time I mentioned it to her, like, Mommy, I want to do Mr. and Miss Aris. I got this You. How? Why?
Okay.
I was like, I don't know. I just want to do it. I want to try. She was like, the next day she was like, okay, no problem. The next day she met me. Favour, say, I want to do what again? I was like, Mommy, I want to do Miss RSC. She was like, why? And I started explaining, this one, that one, I saw it. It looks nice. I want to try. I want to start doing something. Like, I want to, how did I put that word, Seth? I want to make a name for myself or something. She was not like, okay, no problem. Next thing, she not came again. Favour, come, there's no money. Are you sure you want to do that thing? I was like, Mommy, how far? I know we are going to like try. We're going to get the money and everything. There was no one day. I was like, Favour, come. This thing you want to do? I was like, Mommy, I'm sure I want to. This is what I want to do. So when I started the process, like she used to ask me every day, how was rehearsal? How was this? How is that? Like I used to come back to her and G-star. She was like, okay. But those doubts in her mind were still there. Another, like one of the major problems I had was my gown, because I know I didn't struggle too much because when I started, it was a bit rushed. The show was a bit rushed.
Okay.
Like we didn't have enough time to prepare everything. Like they were just hitting us with, today we are doing this, tomorrow we are doing this, next week you're going to camp. Camp is not lasting for long. You're coming out quick. You're going like it was back to back. So like that moment, everything was just rushing through my head because I've not done this before. I had to like start rushing. I don't even know. I'm asking this question. I'm asking that question. Then the camp fee. I actually called my family members. Uncle, I'm doing this, so send me money. Auntie, I'm doing this, so send me money.
So it was like a family GoFundMe.
Yes, so I called everybody I could call.
Oh wow!
Every single person. I told my uncle, please vote for me. And actually, I'm very happy they came out for me. Like all my family members, anybody that I called. Like nobody told me they didn't have.
Yeah.
Like the list I got to rejection was, I'll see what I can do, but they actually turned up. So I was very grateful. Then when it got to my gown, my dinner gown, because every other thing was ready. My mom has this stash of blouse and wrapper. So getting that one was not a problem.
Nah, trust mommies. They will not disappoint on that one.
Getting that one wasn't a problem. But the evening gown now, I wanted to get a new one. And I didn't want to rent. I don't know, it's not like I don't like renting, but there are some occasions that I like getting that particular clothes. Like, I don't know even if I wanted to do anything, let me just have the clothes. So I wanted to get it for myself. That was where one of my problems came. My mom was like, the gown is too expensive. That the money was too expensive. That
How much is it?
I'm not going to say it though.
Okay.
Let's
You want to know? Go find out.
She wasn't like, the thing is too much. I wasn't like, okay, I will find a way to contribute. Like, I will add my own, bring your own. She wasn't like, no, that this gown is too expensive. Just and she priced the woman, well, but still, she was still like, it was too expensive. She now said, Favour, that's when she now called me quietly, Favour, this thing, I don't think you should do it too. Let's just let it go. Like, I know you tried this, but it's expensive, you know, the money and everything. Let's just leave it. Maybe you shouldn't do next year. I don't know. Before I was just having this hyper. But that particular day, I don't know what happened. I felt really bad. I cried. I called my auntie. I was like, see you. I need to get this gown. I don't know why, but I just need to do this thing. That was the day I nearly like dropped from the competition.
Wow.
Yeah. I cried that day. I was like, auntie, see what mommy said. I understand, but still, I still need to get this gown. Anyhow, I'm going to get this gown and I'm going to do this thing. She was like, I know now, you understand what your mom is saying, you know where she's coming from. I was like, yes, but still. And I went back inside. I sat down for like some minutes. Like, I didn't talk, I didn't say anything. She was just looking at me. I was pressing my phone. Next thing I said, okay, don't worry. I'll look for a way and I'll complete the money and send to the lady. She now said, are you sure? And I said, okay, no problem. She now said, okay, no problem. I said, I'm sure. That was how we now paid the money and we got the dress done. Now, the dress part is over. Back to being jolly. Went to camp. Camp was fun. I love everybody. Everybody on camp was amazing. Like, camp was one of the best times when they would shout for us. We run up and down. All the nights, charades and everything. It was really fun. Then that main day, I don't know. The competition started off quite good. We came out, did the first dance. It was along the line, I don't know, like, it was as if something just came on my head, like, zoom. Everything just disappeared. All my enthusiasm, everything. Like, I just felt joy disappear.
Vanish.
I was like, I just stood. I was feeling very bad. Like, I don't know what happened. When I came out, I found it hard to smile, but I was still like trying. Then, I don't know, so I think somebody went to tell my mom, because at the point I cried. Someone went to tell my mom that I was crying, because my mom was there. And my mom pulled up with that, and she was like, hey! She came with my uncle. Even my uncle I did not expect to see. He came that night.
Wow.
When I came, I said, what happened? And I said, I don't know how I'm feeling, but I feel really bad. I don't know. I was crying. She hugged me, and I said, patted me, and I said, don't cry. Don't worry. It's fine. You're pretty. You're the prettiest one here. There's nothing she didn't know.
I can't even imagine.
There's nothing she didn't tell me. I was crying. She was like, I was so crying. You're the prettiest one here. You spoil your makeup. She was talking. I said, I don't know. I just feel bad. She said, don't worry. Don't cry. She stood there. She stood there with me. Like, till the next round, I had to go out again. She said, don't worry, just smile, just come and walk. And then she was not clapping. See me that night. Then after that whole scenario, that was when, I don't know, joy just came back. And I started like walking till five.
That's
So
you
the
the
final
sash.
Till the sash.
Yeah,
actually.
till the sash.
You know.
And I'm proud of you. I hear you talk, mommy. Where you studied in this whole story though?
And daddy was at work, so he wasn't really present. That he goes offshore.
Okay.
So throughout that period, he was not at home. So I don't even think he knew. Okay, my mom called him and told him. He sent his support. He gave me words of encouragement. Was like, okay, no problem. That's it. So it was mommy all the way.
Oh, mommy stood for mommy and
You
daddy.
know,
Really,
you know.
and she did it very well.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
One thing that you would never forget about camp.
I don't know. The morning that we had to do exercise, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, you have spoken to me.
Jesus.
You have spoken to my whole existence.
Jesus.
I cannot even fathom that.
Because the room was very cold. Like the AC was nice. Very, very cold. We woke up by 5. Was it 5 or 4?
Four.
I think either 4 or 5. Very early. We took our bath to brush our teeth. I'm like, okay, let's go out for exercise. Jesus is Lord. See me now. I was crying. I don't want to do it again. And Sheikh was like, let's go. You quit. I was like, I'm a quitter, please. Let me go.
Who quit? We'll call it a quit,
Jesus.
man.
We had to run. I was at the back. back. Everybody was up front. Sheikh now had to run back to meet me. I was like, hold him out. Let's go, people. Let's go, Papa. Let's go. I was like, I don't want to go again. I'm tired. We now got to the place. I thought we're done. Next thing, press up. Jesus. Jumping jacks. Jesus. That morning, I regretted every bit of that morning. Because that period I was not really fit, so it was stressing me out. After everything, I still finished last. This thing I finished last. When I went back to the room, because room was now very cold, my body was hot. My body was really hot. That morning, like for an hour or so, I was shaky. Then later. But I see my legs. I didn't get my legs till the next morning. I didn't get my legs.
The exercise was very intense.
Yeah. But it was good, Sha. It was really good.
So after the whole pageant thing, did you continue though?
A little bit. A little bit.
Okay.
Calorie burn now. You are the calorie burn.
Let me come to justice. Justice, one thing you took out of the whole experience, camp experience.
So I took everything.
What do you intend to do with your sash now as Mr. RSU? You got that in year 1, and now you're in your second year. So is there going to be like another round where another king is crowned or something?
Yeah, you asked 2 questions. I will give you answers to those 2 questions. What do I intend to do with my sash? So there was a session in camp where we had to deliver our pet project.
Okay.
And my pet project was basically on RSU creators.
Okay.
This is a community that manages creators, that kind of thing. And I was willing to pull it off.
When you
That's what
say
I want to do.
creators, what do they create?
Well, we have different types of creators. There are business creators, people that create content based on businesses that they own or have or are trying to promote. Then there are content creators, which are bloggers, vloggers, fashion creators and the like. Then there are also people that are critics, food critics, location critics. So I knew and I know that there are lots of people in RSU. Like I got to find out there was one Victor. He gets like wisdom kids, they're like fashion beast, This guy even goes like, and then getting close to him, I got to find out that he gets most of his clothes from one.
Are you for real?
So it's so marveling to find out that people can make do with the little they have to make your mind blown. It's crazy. So these are people that are meant to be managed. These are people that their talents are meant to be seen in the school community. So I knew that this was something I really wanted. So this is something I would love to make sure that goes out there. Okay. I'm trying my best to work hand in hand with the student union government, see how we could make this work. Mass promotions, marketing and the likes. And so the second question you asked, sorry, will it be moved on? Will I move on?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, there will be a predecessor to successor kind of thing, because my predecessor was Shegs.
Okay.
Shegun Abiodun.
Okay.
And yes, he passed it on to me, and I'm going to pass it on to someone else.
All right, such an interesting story and interesting journey with this two amazing people, really. There's this thing that is staring me in the face now, age shaming. I think the actress Kate Henshaw spoke extensively about age shaming. What's your take on age shaming, and should young ones indulge in age shaming?
I feel like it's not something that should be encouraged. Okay. Any type of shaming, or that body shaming, age shaming, because I don't see why anyone will find pleasure in laughing at someone because of their age. Like, well, do you want me to die? Like, you don't want me to go. Like, why do we celebrate birthdays and say wish you more, like, long life and prosperity? Then you will not come and insult me for growing older. Like, why? It's okay for relationships. It's okay to say, okay, I prefer to date a younger woman or an older woman. But it is very offensive and wrong to insult someone like, you're way too old, like, where do you think you're going to find love? Or, like, I feel like it's very wrong, like, to age shame somebody. Why would you laugh at somebody for their age?
Why do young people indulge in this thing? Is it that they don't want to get to that age or something?
Basically, I feel like it's just plain stupidity and ignorance, because I don't know why you would just laugh. Why are you, like, if I tell you to give me one reason why you're laughing at the person because of the person's age, you don't have anything meaningful to say. You will not have anything meaningful, like, to give out of the reason. At least before you do something, there should be a valid reason behind what you do. But there's no reason, like, okay, somebody's 32, you're insulting the person is old. Why? What is the reason behind it? What's your motive?
Such person probably wants to die at 25. But
Probably.
Justice, what's your take on this particular one?
Age shaming. I want to reference something. So that when I was growing up, there's my little baby niece or nephew. So my grandma, who's like very old, tried to carry her, and like she cried, like, and she's not the type to cry, Let me explain something. They say with great power comes great responsibility, and with age comes responsibility. So why would you laugh at someone that has more responsibility than you do? Why would you laugh at someone that has more power than you do? Why will you make or demoralize someone? But then again, let's not forget what this whole age thing is accustomed to. Age shaming in respect to what in particular? Age shaming is in respect to marriage. Age shaming is in respect to education, meaning you are 30 years going for your undergraduate. Because people will be like, you're too old to do this. Like,
Sure.
do you understand what I'm saying? I sit down and sometimes like, I feel
Is
age.
anybody actually too old to do anything?
I don't know.
Like-
I don't think anyone is too old to do whatever they want
You're
to
never
do.
too old to
You're
get
never
education.
too old to chase your dreams. You're never too old to chase the bag. You're never too old to do whatever you want to do. So no one should tell you otherwise. You understand? Because our parents still are factors in this Asian. They are very, you know, see your age mate, Ibuka, they are factors to consider when it comes to age shaming. So in all, I would say age shaming is bad. Our parents should be very cautious of what they say, but in particular, because they're like, you're already going to 30, you're already going to this, so you're supposed to do this, so you're already going to 100. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So age shaming, I feel it's in the context, and in all context is bad.
Yeah.
It's in the context and in all context bad. Now, advice to Gen Zs that do this thing.
Honestly speaking, I would say I don't see any reason behind age shaming somebody. Nobody's ever too old to do anything. The same way nobody is ever too young to do anything. We see people nowadays, especially Gen Z, like they're really young and they already want to make a lot of money. They want to do this, they want to do that. They don't let their age stop them. They'll be like, just because I'm small doesn't mean I cannot achieve what I want to achieve. I don't have to get to a certain age before I start pursuing my dream or before I start doing something. So it should be vice versa. A person is never too old to do something. In terms of education, how will you tell me you're too old to go back to school to learn? It doesn't matter. It is what you want. I feel like one thing is knowing what you want for yourself. Like registering your mind that this is what I want to get. This is what I want to achieve. So you shouldn't be bound by that. Oh, I'm too old to go back to school. Like I'm too old to start looking for a boyfriend. I'm too old to start doing this type of job, or I'm too young to start doing this type of job. So I feel like it should not be encouraged. It should be, how do I put it, cancelled. Like we should stop it.
I'm sure students of RSU are proud right now. Really, they are really proud, and I'm sure they made the right decision in choosing their Mr. and Mrs. Miss RSU guys. I'm super proud of these guys, for real, guys. It's so funny how time flies, actually. Well, guys, I'm so sorry. This is where we wrap it up on today's episode of ATN Gems, and the favor and justice really blew my mind. Like, it was, I didn't know how time flew very fast, really.
Honestly,
I have no idea.
I'm pleased. I want to stay here.
Come on.
I want to stay here.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll do